Hi guys, how are you guys doing? This is a very quick word and this is not for everybody, but this is for those of you who may have went through something like this or who's currently going through something, but it's a specific word, okay? So many of you guys, you may have asked God why he said yes or why he gave you the approval to open the door for specific people, whether it's a new person that you've met at work, whether it's a new person that you've met at your school, and God has not warned you about them or said anything negative about what they may be thinking or feeling towards you. So you may have took that as an okay to open the door, or everything may have been like okay in the beginning, and then maybe halfway through the year or halfway through 4 years, or let's just say halfway through your relationship with this person, that friendship or that association with this person, whether it's someone from your past, this could be it too. You notice that now God is telling you to now cut ties with them, and you're like, God, why would you tell me it's okay to start being friends with this person or to allow this person to get close to me? Why would you tell me it's okay if this person all of a sudden now doesn't like me, or their heart changed towards me, or now you want me to remove myself because this person changed towards me? Why didn't you show me this before? Because let me tell you guys something, and this is also for people from the past, but I'm gonna tell you something. You have to understand that every encounter that we have in our life is important. You see what I'm saying? And not every encounter that you have with people is permanent, as in not everyone that enters your life is supposed to stay for the rest of your life. There may be certain reasonings as to why God allowed you guys to communicate and to associate with each other from the beginning, and it may be that you may have taught them something and they may have taught you something, okay? But if it's a situation where you met someone new, you've never known them before, you asked God about them, God gave you the okay in the beginning, and then maybe halfway through the relationship, the friendship, or whatever, now God's telling you remove yourself from them. You have to understand that people's hearts change, and that does not mean that God is a liar. What it is God is utilizing that moment and that lesson to show them about themselves, and even to show you how people can change. You have to understand something. Discernment is not grown, and discernment is not recognized until you're in a situation where you need to use it. You see what I'm saying? And how are you going to know the difference between a good person and a fake person unless you're around the fake person for you to discern the difference? You have to be around them to be able to discern the difference. You see what I mean? And let's just say that this is someone from your past. Let's just say God told you to reopen back a door to a friend from your past or something like that, and he gave you the okay, and you open back the door, and let's just say 3-4 months into rekindling your friendship, this person's heart changed towards you, right? And then God tells you to cut ties with them, and now you have to remove yourself. You may be like, God, why would you tell me to go back and open back that door for me to cut ties again? Another reasoning that God may do this is because, one, okay, the person that, God is merciful. God will give people more than one chance. We know God's a very merciful God, right? Two, when you're around that person, their heart may have changed towards you. And not only that, God has to show them their issues. God has to show them what they need to work on and what they need to change in their life. And had that not went down, that person would have thought they had nothing to change within themselves. That person would have thought that maybe God is just against them and God is not blessing them. And how some people, they will do things and then they'll blame God why things are not working out in their life after they've done everything and their heart's not good. They'll start blaming God. God may utilize that moment to show this person, you see, I brought someone in your life that is a blessing. I brought someone in your life that was going to help you, but your heart went cold towards this person, and now I have to remove this person from you. And I did that to show you that you are not, humble, or you are not appreciative of the things that I try to bring you. And I did that to show you that this is a consistent pattern that has been happening in your life. You see what I'm saying? So sometimes God has to allow us to experience things for us to gain wisdom out of it. You see what I'm saying? Without any experience, there wouldn't be any testimonies. There wouldn't be growth when it comes to discernment. There wouldn't be knowledge and wisdom when it comes to your specific gifts, because we have to go through training. Even if you're a prophet that is extremely gifted and you talk to God all the time and you have vision dreams all the time, you're still going to be trained, because in order for you to even get to that level, you have to go through a lot of experiences and may have gotten your feet stomped on a couple times, may have gotten some arrows aimed at your back a couple times for you to learn. Do you see what I'm saying? So God will not only teach you, but he will teach the people that may have deceived you that, yes, there was a blessing in your life and this is what you did, and you have to learn from this. Now I'm trying to teach you about your ways and show you what you need to work on, because best believe when you talk to someone and they start having ill intentions towards you, and then you all of a sudden have to pull yourself away from them, and they know you've pulled yourself away from them, they're going to know, because if they know you're anointed, they're going to know that God already told you about how they feel about you. They're going to know. You see what I'm saying? And then what? They're not going to take responsibility. Of course, they're going to know. And if they know deep down inside, they're going to be like, man, I got to work on this, etc. So that's God giving them a revelation of their ways. You see what I'm saying? And also God is teaching you as well. He is teaching you that, you know, you have to use discernment when it comes to certain people in your life. And not only that, but sorry about that, my phone rang. Not only that, but he may even be teaching you why it's so important to still forgive and love people despite how they treat you. And then also he may be showing you just how truly blessed you are, because sometimes you don't even know how blessed you are until you see the amount of people that are aiming arrows at you, until you see the amount of people that are trying to block you and stop you. Because sometimes you may not even see, like, you know, when you're so used to having something, you don't even understand like the value of it. You know, like many of you guys who are gifted, you may be so used to utilizing and operating through your gifts, you don't even realize that it's not normal to others. So you may be prophesying to others on a daily basis and talking to them and think it's a normal thing to you because you're so used to it, and they may be looking at you like that's not normal, and they may be looking at you like, how come he has this or how come she has this gift? But you may not be thinking or knowing that they're doing that, because to you it's a normal thing. You get what I'm saying? So, you know, sometimes God has to show you as well, like the amount of people that are doing this to you. It's a repetitive pattern to show you how truly blessed you are, and to also show you why solitude's important. Why, when he says it's time to go in solitude, it's time for you to be separated from people, and why when he tells you to separate yourself from people, it's important. And also, this is to teach you obedience. So he will open back that door for you to probably communicate with someone. They will learn a lesson from it. When he tells you to remove yourself, then this is also teaching you obedience as to when God says it's time to leave, it's time to go, and it's time to remove yourself. If you do it, that's teaching you obedience and the importance of obedience. And God is going to show you the hearts of people. Because let me tell you something, you'll be surprised how people will be smiling in your face, literally, and the thoughts that they're having. You get what I'm saying? You may not be able to hear their thoughts or anything like that, but when God is starting to show you things in the spirit and the visions and audibly saying things to you, you'd be surprised, because when he shows you certain things as what they're saying about you in their mind and what they're thinking about you, you know, you wouldn't even think that that was going on, because all you're remembering is the smile, the encounter, and how well everything was going. You'd be so shocked. You know what I'm saying? You'd be so shocked when God shows you these things, right? Sometimes I'm just like, man, God, like, I don't even know what I did to that person. Why, you know, and you don't even know what's going on, but God is seeing things you're not seeing. You see what I'm saying? But he will allow you to be a blessing in their life. Because let me tell you something, you know, even though he allows you to be in their life for that little bit of a moment, that is going to teach them to appreciate when good people are in their life. Because let me tell you something, when you are a child of God and you have encounters with people, whether they appreciate you or not, let me tell you something, they're not going to forget you. They're not going to forget you. When God pulls you away from them, they're always going to remember how good you are to them, how nice you are to them, how kind you are to them. You get what I'm saying? So again, yes, God will do that. He will allow you to re-enter someone's life to teach them a lesson, or to teach you something about them, or he'll allow you to have encounters with people for a short period of time, and then he will tell you to remove yourself. When he tells you to remove yourself, you have to do it for the right reasonings, and it's mainly to show you what's going on, and it's mainly for there to be a lesson for that other person to learn, because people's hearts can change towards you. Look what happened with David and Saul. David originally was supposed to be around Saul, and God instructed for that to happen, but look how Saul's heart changed towards David. You see what I'm saying? So I want to share that with you guys. I love you guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.